initial reason for introducing the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra, according to them, was to subtly protest the detention of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, by the Nigerian authorities. At the early stage, the people in the southeast complied with the order, but later the protest was abused, hence the cancellation of all sit-at-home by the leadership.
Remember also that people have chosen willingly on their own to sit at home in solidarity with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. It's not our making. Even in numerous occasions, IPob has called for the lifting of sit at home, but people said no. This is the only weapon we have. We need to sit at home until Nnamdi Kanu is released.
Yet attempts by the people to trade or carry on with their normal activities on any day declared sit at home had enforcers destroying goods and lives of citizens of Nigeria within the southeast region. Orders continue to come from various sources. Is the place of Simon Ekpa in IPob?
He is not a member of IPob. He does not represent IPob either. People should understand that. It's not as if Nnamdi Kanu is incommunicado. We can always reach out to him, and of course, most of the instructions come from him, and his order is final as long as IPob movement is concerned.
The recent rumors of a planned 30-day sit-at-home is not only unauthorized, but anti-people.
You know, people have seen the entire movement, as a huge merchandise, and therefore they are cashing out on that. So they can come up and say whatever they want to say. They can allege that Nnamdi Kanu is my leader, and they keep extorting people and frustrating the entire business environment.
Emmanuel Kanu, younger brother to Nnamdi, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra and spokesperson of the family, says such order never emanated from IPob.
We are not part of that process. The reason why IPob is set up is for the good of our people. We have not come to cause them pain.
Although some residents of Oma had justified the occasional sit-at-home, they however think that to sit at home for 30 days is quite a tall order.
There are people that are living in it every day. Money, anything they get, that is what they eat. And you're trying to keep at home for almost 1 month. It cannot work.
It's impossible now. It's impossible. I can't stay at home for 30 days.
The major concern here would be the different orders and counter-orders coming from persons who lay claim to the leadership of the organization, even when the leadership itself has clearly disowned.
Whenever you are watching us go, I don't like politics on the streets. You can subscribe to every channel. Like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Yesterday, the brother of Nnamdi Kanu has vowed to sue Simon Ekpa to court, saying Simon Ekpa is not fighting for the cause of the Biafra nation, and Simon Ekpa is on his own. He has been disowned. What is the hope of Simon Ekpa now? Now that the brother of Nnamdi Kanu has disowned Simon Ekpa, and the Igbo leaders and the court of truth have disowned him. Then what is the hope of Simon Ekpa? Do you think there is still light behind the tunnel for Simon Ekpa? I am Mr. Marajani Okokundem. In this Republic of Biafra, Liba Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and this IPob government of Biafra. Father Yahweh, I thank thee, I bless your name for your goodness, for your mercy. We give unto every one of us, for the Lord grant every one of us, Father, be blessed and magnified in Jesus' name. Amen. Emmanuel Kanu came out to say he disowned Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not fighting for Biafra. He will sue Simon Ekpa to court. That Emmanuel, which court they want to sue Simon Ekpa? Which court they want to sue Simon Ekpa? Is it ICC, International Tribunal Court, or International Court of Justice, or ECOWAS Court, or AU Court? Which one want to sue Simon Ekpa? Or Nigerian court? He cannot go beyond Nigerian court, really, because that's where he's working for. He's an agent of Nigerian government, so he can sue Simon Ekpa to Nigerian court, which will be not answerable because Simon Ekpa cannot answer Nigerian courts. So if that man if the matter want to see Simon Ekpa, you know that he really want to see Simon Ekpa. It is illegal things. Let them go to international court, ECOWAS court, AU court. Go there and table their case. I'm not saying they should go to Finland because they say Finland support Simon Ekpa. Let them go to a neutral ground and see Simon Ekpa. And let us see what we do. Now, we will come out victorious and we will come out guilty. Now, he said that he disowned Simon Ekpa. Yes, and he said that Kanu himself has also disowned Simon Ekpa. Excuse me. Okay, now, Simon Ekpa is the one that disowned Emmanuel Kanu. Let me tell you, Biafra is the one that disowned Emmanuel Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, Nnamdi Kanu did not disown Simon Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu have one day said he would disown Simon Ekpa. Even before Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Nnamdi Kanu always refer to Simon Ekpa. Listen to that young man. He did a marvelous work. You should follow that young man. He's taking different course to next level, to better level. Everybody should follow him, including Emmanuel Kanu, to follow Simon Ekpa. How can Nnamdi Kanu come again and say he has disowned Simon Ekpa? A person whom we have promoted, a person whom we have recognized, come again and say he has disowned him. It was fabrication. They are just fabricating that word. They will go and come, they will go to Abuja, come back and say, I have seen Nnamdi Kanu. Is he not the one that sold Nnamdi Kanu out? Emmanuel Kanu was the one who betrayed his own brother, blood brother. How did you know that it was Emmanuel Kanu? Is he not working with the DOS? Is Emmanuel Kanu not working with DOS? Is DOS not among them who sold Nnamdi Kanu? But since Nnamdi Kanu was there, okay, Emmanuel Kanu is fighting for Biafra. Since Nnamdi Kanu was there, how many moves have we made for Biafra restoration? Emmanuel did not sell Nnamdi Kanu, his brother. How many moves have he made to rescue Nnamdi Kanu, to bring Nnamdi Kanu out from detention? According to Emmanuel Kanu, he said he has making moves behind the scene. Behind the scene, underground to kill his brother. Underground to kill his brother. What move has Simon Ekpa made? Simon Ekpa at least sit at home. At least Biafra government in exile. At least Biafra restoration. At least Simon Ekpa have become headache and typhoid fever to Nigeria because he's doing the right thing for Biafra. Sit at home, a move to release Nnamdi. Yes, he sit at home to release Nnamdi Kanu. Even this 30 days lockdown of Nigerian access in Biafra land is part of it. It's part of the civil disobedience. It's part of the simple disobedience. But now that the family of Madam Kanu are now disassociated themselves from Simon Ekpa now. What is Biafra issue? Biafra issue is not family affairs. Nnamdi Kanu, Uncle Kanu family is different from Biafra. Now, this is not Biafra issue is not only a meeting. Biafra issue is not family affairs. Emmanuel Kanu should manage their family affairs. Leave Simon Ekpa alone, who is fighting for Biafra. Well, Simon Ekpa did not bring the family into Biafra struggle. Emmanuel should be on his own, manage his own family. After all, Nnamdi Kanu has his own family. Emmanuel has his own family. The only that to hold Nnamdi Kanu and the man together is that to surname Kanu. Only thing. Emmanuel is a man of his own now. Nnamdi Kanu is a man of his own now. Emmanuel should manage his own business. And leave Biafra and Simon Ekpa alone. Sir, what you have said is that the way Simon Ekpa is going about it is hindering Madam Kanu from being released. It's not hindering Madam Kanu release. Who is hindering Madam Kanu release? It's Emmanuel Kanu, Hanes and Igbo politician. They are the ones that Biafra have disowned. Biafra don't need them. Biafra have disowned all of them. Both DOS, all of them, Biafra have disowned them. But Nnamdi Kanu is with Biafra. Simon Ekpa is with Biafra. And Biafra are with them. But if you say Biafra are with them, Kanu said he met with his brother. And met his brother where? In the shadow, in the spirit, DSS facilities, because he's a betrayer. DSS will allow him to go there to come and fabricate and tell the whole world because he's a betrayer. He's working with DSS. If you say he went there, I'm not surprised because DSS will open door at any time for him to go. If it's possible, he will poison Nnamdi Kanu. If it's possible, Nnamdi Kanu will poison Nnamdi Kanu because it's not possible for him to poison him. That's why he will poison him. On the 21st of this month, Kanu will be in court. Now, one of those things his brother is pointing out is that Simon Ekpa should reduce the way and manner he threatens the federal government, and that will hinder the federal government. What concerns the man of the Kanu with the federal government? Is he part of the government? And he says he's fighting for Biafra, and he's still having consideration for the government of Nigeria, and he says fighting for Biafra. Can you see it? Hypocrites. Can you see it? Snake of two heads. Can you see that man? That chameleon. Have you seen him? He says fighting for Biafra, and then defending federal government of Nigeria. Who is fighting against? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? That is a betrayer. Have you seen it? That is nothing. But as if the Kobo is far better than him. At least as if the Kobo come out openly and know that it's against Nnamdi Kanu, against Biafra, against Igbo. We know that one openly. But how can this man be doing hard and sick? How can he be a chameleon? How can he be a betrayer? Betray his own generation and say he's doing like Biafra. So, sir, last thing, what I go now. The Alliance people have come out to say that truly they won because of this allegation that Madam Kanu has come out to say enough for Simon Ekpa. He said now they won. They have won what? Who is the man of the Kanu to speak for Biafra? Don't you know that when I appointed to our prime minister, we are speaking against Biafra? Who is he? Time shall come when he will give account of whatever he's saying. A man of the Kanu, time shall come, he will give account of all these places we are saying. Or else you go and stay for Abuja Parliament. Nonsense is speaking now against Biafra and Biafra prime minister. But he will be in court. Which court? Which court? He said he will be in court. Which court he will be? Kangaroo court. Kangaroo court he will be. Court that don't have respect for human rights. God that you see your right and deny you your right. You see, anyway, that's the place he will be. I know that that's the only place a Kanu will be. Let him go to ECOWAS court. Let him go to EU court. I mean EU court. Let him go to International Criminal Court. Let him go to International Court of Justice, and let us see what will happen. Let him get the case to the United Nations. Let the man of the Kanu get the case to the United Nations or to Commonwealth, and let us see what will be the outcome. Nonsense, you hear the smell. Let us see the outcome. Thank you for that wonderful submission. Hey, thank you, Mr. Moderator. I am Mr. Ekpa, the new Okoko, the little Republic of Biafra, lead Mama Nnamdi Kanu, and this IPob government of Biafra. Family Republic of Biafra, I know that you caught it. Good morning. If you are watching any subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notification, like and share with others. Now, Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Kanu have said that Simon Ekpa is not first a disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, and again is not a freedom fighter like he claimed to be. Thank you for that wonderful question. The problem of the Igbos are the Igbos themselves. Until when the Igbos are united for a just cause, that is when the government or those at the top will take them serious. Because you cannot see people fighting for Biafra. We have 3 different groups. Till now, there is one called DOS. Simon Ekpa is the prime minister in exile now. Nnamdi Kanu has come to say that Simon Ekpa is not the leader of the Biafra leader, then who will the government not take serious? Yes. Until when their house is being put in order, that is when you can come out and then people will take it serious. We saw when Nnamdi Kanu was championing the cause of this Biafra agitation. Nobody there comes out and say Nnamdi Kanu it is not the real leader. People say that Nnamdi Kanu had a vision towards achieving a goal. Nnamdi Kanu has a prospect towards achieving the Biafran freedom, doing the Biafra freedom. But now we've seen that there have been anarchy in the land. The question is that now that Nnamdi Kanu brother, Simon Kanu, has come out to say that Simon Ekpa is not working for the freedom of the Biafra restoration, then who is not working for the freedom of the Biafra restoration? That is the question begging for answer. And now we've seen so many leaders has come out to disown Simon Ekpa, like the Ohanese Indigos, and said Simon Ekpa is playing with the future of the Indigos. We've seen the Southeastern governors saying that Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious, and which some persons in the Igbo land are not taking Simon Ekpa serious. Is this revelation that Nnamdi Kanu has come out to say, as he put Simon Ekpa into trouble? Because for the younger brother of Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say Simon Ekpa is not working for the Biafra restoration, then who is not working for the Biafra restoration? So one thing I want to say here is that so many people have different views towards the Biafra restoration. Probably the way in which Simon Ekpa is championing this Biafra cause is what majority of them are not in subscribe of. But what they want to say that today the people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the Igbos leaders themselves. Nobody, no tribe is holding Kanu. No tribe. There were allegations that it was Buhari has left office now. It is so obvious that the people holding Kanu are the people that don't want Biafra to let go. Are these people who does not want Biafra to come into existence, and that are the Igbo leaders. But one thing I want to challenge the Igbos that if you really want Biafra, it is simple. Let all the Southeastern governors, the House of Rep leaders, let them vacate the House of Senate today, and let's see if the government will not take them serious. We've seen people coming out to jeopardize this Biafra struggle. I think there is something that Nnamdi Kanu is seeing that most Biafrans, that most Igbos are not seeing. Because for him to come out and say that his brother told him that Simon Ekpa is not the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, he sees something and which most persons need to align with him and listen to whatever he's saying. Simon Ekpa said December 2nd he will declare the Biafra restoration. So many persons are still hoping, are still waiting to see if really come December 2nd the Biafra restoration that the Biafra will be declared. But now let's be hopeful and see if really the Biafra would let go, and then if the Igbos are fully behind Nnamdi Kanu, it is now for the Igbos to fight for their son to be free, because we've seen Nnamdi Kanu championing because for a better, for the freedom of the Igbos, but rather some political elites have kept Mazi in that dungeon, and which in return they know that releasing Nnamdi Kanu today might put Nigeria into jeopardy. I must ask you a question. Now this is the question. Number one, who do you think that Simon Ekpa is working for? That's number one. Number two, the governors of the Southeast, I mean the elite of the Southeast, are they in personal with Biafra agitation? I mean the elite, the rich men of Lagos. Do you think that they truly want to leave Nigeria? These rich men, yes, majority of them will not come out in person and then expect abuse, yes. But majority of them, I would say some of them don't want to go and some want to go. But one thing I would say that freedom does not come on the platter of gold. Yes, yes. Freedom takes sacrifice. And back to your question, who is Simon Ekpa working for? Simon Ekpa is in the best position. Now, what does autopilot mean? Autopilot means he is not answerable to anybody. Yes. So I will let that be. That should be another subject for another day. But my take is that the Igbos are the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. No other tribe. It is that time they have to rally around and break the jinx of the leaders for Nnamdi Kanu to be set free. Thank you. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thanks for coming, sir. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like and share for more political content. Thank you so much.